Hello and welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com. I'm Jim Sheehan, joined again by the head lacrosse coach for the Hofstra Pride, Seth Tierney. Coach, how are you today?
Doing okay, Jim. Thanks for having me.
Another special week. Last week, Pride had two games scheduled. Let's start with the first one out at Stony Brook, local Long Island rival, a big 14-2 victory. What'd you see in that game?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we were certainly after the Villanova game where we were, not happy with the outcome, not happy with a lot of things. We were thankful that we had a midweek opponent so that we can get back out there and try to right some wrongs. Anytime you talk about Hofstra and Stony Brook, there's always that rivalry. There's always that, that sense of urgency. And from the get-go, I thought we jumped on them early, and got a chance to put the ball in the goal. Awfully proud of our defense, holding their team to 2, and playing as close to 60 minutes as we've played so far this year.
Ryan Tierney with 5 goals, 2 assists. Dylan Alderman 3 goals, 2 goals.
One
goal,
goal,
5 assists.
Right. Yep.
But obviously the offense dominated the play.
Yeah, I thought they moved the ball pretty well. Coach Brazel did a great job with the game plan. Again, we had a lot of young guys playing there. Dominic Pryor, he was out there. Dylan McIntosh, Bryce Tolmie, James Philbin. We got a lot of guys that were, those are 4 freshmen that were running around out there due to some injuries, and I was awfully proud of the way they handled the bright lights, of a night game in their first game. Most of them in their first game, and the way they handled themselves.
Certainly gives you more confidence going down the road this season.
Sure.
All right. I was kind of on special assignment over the weekend with the EIWA Wrestling Championships. What happened on Saturday? Obviously, the game got canceled because of the nor'easter that hit the Northeast. Tell us a little bit about Georgetown's troubles.
Well, Coach Warren is a Hofstra grad, and again, he I guess because of the weather, he decided that he was going to practice there, and whatever their thought process was, and then they left around noon at Georgetown, and I got a phone call around 9:30 at night, and they were still on the bus. So that's 9, and you're just talking about 9.5 hours there, and the kids hadn't eaten yet. So we went back and forth a couple times, and before you know it, was 1 o'clock in the morning, and they hadn't really moved a whole lot. He told me he watched an entire movie without the bus moving, and so I kind of closed my eyes a little bit. At 5:45 in the morning, we started texting again. He still hadn't moved that from that spot. It was like a 7-hour standstill. He was rerouted through Pennsylvania, and got caught up in a bad area with no cell service. And long story short, it was a rough go for the Georgetown team, and hat goes off to Coach Warren for righting the ship, and we had to make a good decision for the welfare of the student athletes. And when the athletic directors got involved, and the coaches hashed it out, it was an easy right answer that there was no way it was going to be fair if we played that weekend. And so again, we're going to try to make up the game. I don't know if there's an opening that's going to work, but at this point in time, they play Marist tomorrow. We've got a big one against North Carolina, and needless to say, I probably would not pick Coach Warren if we went on The Amazing Race, but maybe I would pick him if I went on Survivor.
So you're basically saying that Kevin Warren, check the Amtrak.com or the Greyhound.com schedules.
Coach Warren is a good man.
All right. Well, this one is a big one with North Carolina this week. Tar Heels 6-0. They have a game going on right now against Denver. They've had a busy week with 3 games. What can you tell us about the Tar Heels?
Sure. I mean, listen, 6-0 and playing well, finding ways to win. That's always a sign of a really good team. Playing Denver right now, and so we'll get a chance to watch them play a little bit, and continue to prepare for the week. We know their players. We know how good they are. We know how good defensively they are at the face-off X. Goalie's hot. St. John's gave them all they can handle down there, and then certainly we'll see what the outcome of this Denver game is, and then formulate our game plan, and then hopefully they.
Did that 9-8 victory by Georgetown? By North Carolina over St. John's surprise you a little bit?
It didn't really, just because Coach Miller at St. John's, they got some things rolling over there. They're putting some points on the board. They're playing good defense. Goalie's playing well. New goalie, and you know what? They just their goalie had 15 or 17 saves, and they battled. And it was one of those scenarios where St. John's, they are they're playing well this year.
Okay. And Chris Cloutier, we're kind of familiar with Chris. He's off to a great start, 18 goals and 4 assists so far.
6 games, the guy can put up some points. There's no getting around it. He's got great hands. He knows how to put the ball in the goal. And the biggest thing is he's settled in. We caught him, a couple of years ago when he was a young guy, and he has just matured into a very good college lacrosse player. You got to know where 45 is. You got to know where 77 is. 12, 13, 3. They got guys that can get you from every corner.
4 guys with double-digit goals, so they can score from a lot of places.
No, there's no question. We got to be ready to go on Saturday.
Well, all right. Good luck this week, and hopefully there's another nor'easter coming in this week.
Yeah, well, we got one. We got one on Tuesday night, Wednesday, and then I think maybe one on Sunday. But let's see how things go. And little shout out to Mike Hughes. Good luck in the NCAA tournament and wrestling. Watch that young man work out all the time. And certainly good luck to the ladies in the CAA women's basketball tournament.
And good luck this week against the Tar Heels. And thank you for watching the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com.